Yeah, I
what
know
it
that's
is.
how you do.
Hey,
With the
man.
flip joint. I ain't
Yeah,
me.
don't do
Nah, the
that.
brim too clean.
I can't do that with that.
Don't
It's
do
that
that.
fitted joint.
Don't mess
Hey,
up your
hold
head.
on, man. We live while you over here talking, man.
You the one started all of this.
Sir, we are live.
I'm gonna be quiet.
All right. Yo, my people. What's happening?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Hey, man. Welcome to Sharpen
Up.
My name
His name is.
Arthur Ruffin. Call me Art Ruff.
Big Saudi over here,
Big
a.k.a.
Saudi?
Tyler. Hey, I'm that guy. I'm just letting y'all know I am
is.
him.
He the guy.
Okay.
I appreciate it. That's my brother.
With him,
Yeah.
I am him.
Yes, sir.
Come on now.
Hey, so let's do one thing right out the bat.
Yeah, we
Go
gotta get
like,
the business.
share.
Like, share.
Yeah, go like, share, subscribe. For the
Subscribe that.
ones that's sitting
That's
there
on the
listening to
YouTube.
us
And-
in your AirPods.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because in your
Please do
AirPods.
that.
I did say AirPods.
You said AirPods.
Yeah, 'cause
we
you
don't
know
mess
y'all-
with them people with them Androids now. Just saying. Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That
I
green
didn't say
bubble
it.
do something
Y'all
too.
hear him. Y'all, I didn't say it.
That green bubble does, Lou.
Ooh.
I'm just saying. But I ain't gonna say nothing.
Shots fired.
I ain't gonna
But
say
in the
nothing.
case.
No, but y'all go ahead.
Y'all didn't even introduce me yet. That's crazy. All right. People ain't even got a face to the voice. Okay.
With that being said, we do
Yes.
have one of our green partners on here.
Right, we do.
You know what I'm saying?
We
We
do.
got one of the dopest, I would say, intelligent, smart, go-getter, hustler.
I love it. Keep it going. What you stop so early for?
Young-minded,
Aight.
mature.
Okay.
I don't know about mature.
Oh man, we about to go
I'm
into
just
it.
messing with
We
you. Go ahead.
got the homie T Walker on this thing. Y'all give it up for T Walker, man. He is amazing. Turn up. And then he also brought his homeboy with him.
Yeah, he
which
just slid in the
basically he a part of us too. You
You
feel
can
me?
slid in the room.
The
We all
homie,
family. We all family.
the homie Big Omar is on the building, man.
We all family.
Young blood.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's bro, how I feel. One Ruff, bro. We got they the first guest.
The first guest.
They're the first
Y'all
ones.
should be really like. Yeah, I feel honored too to have y'all. Like real talk.
For sure.
Yeah, because hey man, it's big. You know,
Yeah, this
this is big for us.
it is,
This
man.
is our. I don't know what episode,
I don't
but
know.
whatever it is, yeah, it's pretty big.
But
so,
for the most part, for y'all to be the first guest, bro, we saw what y'all be doing. We done heard some things, especially you, Omar. We done heard some things. T, you always been, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
One of them ones.
you know, one of my, shout out to Saudi Group, my homie been in some Saudi Group sessions, been growing in and out. My boy been doing his thug dizzle. When I tell you, man, my boy just got married too. Turn up for the marriage. You know what I'm saying? In a major way.
amazing.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
legit has finally crossed that threshold. It's been a journey.
It's been a whole
Long time
journey.
coming.
With that
Yeah.
being said, talk to us about this journey, dog. Talk to us about that a little bit, man.
What you want to know? What you want?
Hey man, let's just start from the beginning. How you and your lovely my sister, I would call her, y'all
sister.
start y'all you know what I'm saying? Y'all
'Cause
start off
but ain't be
real
acting
nice.
crazy because I'm knocking at your door.
Oh, that's crazy. I still.
I'm just messing.
But anyway, but honestly, in all honesty, it feels great.
Yeah,
It
bro.
feels great, and it goes back to what we were talking about off air with the whole Pastor Philip Mitchell, man. It's when he said something profound. When you have a covenant with God that you take with your wife, the devil's going to try to step in any type of way to cause some type of friction.
For sure.
And it made me think like, all right, this is the early steps. You get what I'm saying? In this new path, I done already had some friction before. So let me get prepared the right way.
That's good.
So it's feeling good, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm prepared for the future. I'm looking forward to the future.
Yeah.
I want to see her be all gray and old and beautiful with you. You feel me? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like that.
Hey man, I got one one strand. It's in there.
Negative.
It is in there.
I don't
Hey man, don't worry about
you
it.
got been gay.
Don't. See how that
You're
works?
too black.
See how
That's
that
not
work?
natural.
We bring in guests and they trying to joke on it. That's
Wow.
crazy. That's so crazy.
I love it though.
But yeah,
so
man.
go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
So with this feeling of, man, it's feeling great. Like, okay, I can, yeah. this step of now I'm a husband. So what in that term, that husband, what does that mean to you?
Oh man, it means I want to say more security. And what I thought I was doing as a boyfriend has to be amped up times 50, times 100. Because, you know, we've been together for, I want to say 9 years, you know, pre-marriage. And I felt like I was doing a good job leading up to it. But now it's time for me to kick it into gear a lot more. It's time for me to lean into the older guys, the ones who are veterans in the husband field, to see what can I do more.
It's good.
So it's, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be great being a husband. It feels great being a husband.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Got a whole different ring to it, huh?
man, bro, it feels great. It's I don't know. Every time I hear husband, I smile.
I love it. I love it. Keep that same energy, my boy.
Facts, right?
5 years, 10 years.
Yeah,
my
7.
boy over there. You know what I'm saying?
7. It's 8 for me.
Yeah.
I crossed that 7-year threshold because Jesus.
So
that
what
7 years
is
was
so
something.
okay? What's this 7-year threshold?
So-
Explain that to me because
Okay.
I've heard that, but not necessarily.
So from what I understand, 7 years period, just for anybody, right? 7 years you go through basically a change. You basically kind of a newer person or a new version of
That's
yourself,
right.
right?
That's right.
So now think about that times 2 when you're with somebody for a lifetime. So in marriage, you know, you could be, you know, y'all been 9 years, but you know, not to be 10 years or whatever altogether overall, right? So within that boyfriend girlfriend stage of 7 years, you change, she changed. Right. Then especially like y'all was like high school, college, like all of that stuff too. Yeah. But now you guys are grown, and now in marriage, those 7 years about to be a little bit different too. So once you hit that 7-year mark, the Skittles that she may like, so to speak, or whatever, they may be all red. Now she like, nah, I kind of like the cotton candy Skittles now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
too adjusted to
you know what I'm
it.
saying? Like, oh man, I did want flowers in this season, but now I actually just want chocolate. Like little stuff like that. But then check this out. Your love languages start to change too sometimes. Because in one season, you may want just acts of service. But in another season, you just want physical touch. And just that the intimacy part of just the physicalness. Right. But then like, you know, other things would change. My mentality change. Okay, let's talk about podcasts. Your type of podcast may change based off of certain things. So you see what I'm saying? Like me and my wife, the exact same thing. It's funny now because me and Jessica, shout out to you, babe, love you. But like,
I like that. Keep it going.
In the midst of,
I should have did that in the beginning of my
learn, my boy, learn.
But in the midst of that or whatever, we're starting to see where we do like stuff, the same stuff together. Like we dropping names, you know, whatever. But like Tim Ross is like, y'all know that's my guy. Like that's my guy for sure. She can't stand Tim Ross. Like,
wow.
she don't like him. Like. Not like in a bad way, but just how he talk, how open, transparent he is. Like for real, she don't like him. You know me, I like him. But check this out. She like Pastor Philip Mitchell though.
He one of the ones.
And so like, for me to try to get her to listen to Tim Ross, it's a stretch. But we can listen to Philip Mitchell together, and he's basically kind of the exact same way. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, now I can share with that stuff. I just know, if it's talking about marriage, though, I can share it with you. But in certain conversations, I can't. But those are just, you know, some things you just wind up learning, you know, down the line for sure.
I think you missed a point, though. And within all of them changes, one thing you missed was communication.
For sure.
Like, how can I know you don't like red Skittles no more? You never told me.
Yeah, for sure.
How can I know you don't want your feet rubbed no more? You probably want your scalp rubbed, but you never told me.
For sure.
So that becomes the biggest part in the growth of the relationship. I can't grow. We can't be nowhere in the same direction if you're not telling me, hey, you might be taking that left when you need to be turning right.
For sure.
So that's how I see it.
Oh my bad.
No, you
So
good.
look, so you talking about them 7 years. So you know I'm in the sense of I'm based on the third version of my wife. So what he was just saying, I've experienced that in the last few years and didn't really realize it until I heard that term of, hey, it's every 7 years, you know, your wife, you know, you change every 7 years. And I started thinking like, hey, bro, no wonder we've been having this little friction. We just hit year 22.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, yeah, like, okay, I can give you a food example. We used to love tilapia. I can't stand tilapia right now. I love salmon. That's just where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just simple. Like, we both us love that. We wasn't crazy about Mexican food. We love going to get some Mexican food now. So I've seen that. So I even had to point that out to my wife, like, hey, you've changed, I've changed. And like you said, going back to communication, so let's flow in that. Like,
sure.
yeah, I used to get up and do this. Like, okay, I used to work, and on Thursday night, I'm going to stay up till 2 in the morning because, I got Friday. Bruh, on Friday, I'd be like, I'm finna go to bed, cuz. I'm sleepy. You don't want to stay up there? I'd be like, no, I'm finna fall asleep on everybody watching the movie.
Facts.
But that's just because of the type of the season. So that year, now, I was good then at, 30, at 45, I'm just like, nah, man. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna drink some coffee to keep you buzzed.
Trying to stay up. Yeah.
So look, I got this question since we ride. Yep, I got one.
That's good. Come on with the question.
Yeah.
Don't pull mine up.
He ready for this.
Yeah. And it's for both of y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you gonna
It's
answer
for both
both.
of y'all.
you
Hold
know,
on,
definitely.
let me-
I want
Yeah.
everything. I just about to say
Because you
that
know
shit.
how y'all, we want to make sure that both of y'all put your inputs in. All right. So, what does the older generation of men need to do better at connecting and reaching the young men, and why?
It's good.
And I'm talking about me, my age group, and older.
Yeah, because it ain't
So
me.
it's not, bro.
I feel,
It ain't me.
I feel
I connect with y'all all the time.
I feel like what they can do to get through to us more, so we can, relate more, is understand that times is different.
100%.
Our 25 was not y'all 25, but a lot of older heads, well, at least from my experience, they speak on their time when it's a whole different time. So that I feel like that causes friction right there, but. That's one of the main things right there. Understanding. For real, like, hey, you talking on times where it was a way better time, but now you got to do just as much as you had to do back then.
And what part are you talking about? As far as relationship-wise, financially?
Yeah, I was about that.
Everything. Just think about it.
Right.
Well, I can't speak off 20 years ago.
I can say-
20 years ago, I was 7 years old. I wasn't no grown man.
Oh,
But
bro. I can say
social
that.
media wasn't as strong when I was a child. I grew up in I feel like we the last old school. To
did.
go outside.
For sure.
You can't come back in into the street light. Come on, but you better not come past that street light. That generation.
You know how long
your friend mama can whoop you.
Oh, my mom wasn't going for that one, though.
Nah, my mom.
I can't even lie to you. I wasn't finna let nobody
I was
else
a
whoop me,
little
bro.
rough around the
Oh,
edges,
boy.
man. They
I
had
let
to
somebody
get
else
me.
with me, I'm finna get another whooping. Just for being slow.
Man.
No, she ain't going for that.
Hey, I was the village. It took the village. Straight like
Not
that.
I was the village.
It took the village for me, man.
So you're saying us and my generation, we're failing and understanding the dynamics of, hey, okay, at 25, jobs were paying $10 an hour. You like,
Yeah, it was
hey, bro,
good.
I can't live off $10 an hour. You know what gas is a day? Apartments is for a one-bed apartment is $1,200.
I go to Food Giant every week and I buy the same thing, and I can tell you the exact price, $6-7. I get 2 bags of the green bag chicken fingers, 2 bags of French fries, and I might give me a bag of Sister Super Rolls. That is $67. Straight like that every week.
Wow.
Every
And I
week.
can imagine
And that
you-
shit's without me eating out, whatever, whoop the whoop.
Right.
like. And I try to do a meal plan, but hey, I'm in the house by myself. We dudes, man. We can live off the smallest. As long as I got my green bag and a bag of fries at the house.
You good to go.
You need to see how many King smoothie cups he got at the crib. Just lined up across the room. I'm like, this boy don't eat no whole food. Everything
I
liquid.
tell you, man.
So
Whatever
I understand that now, but I really do, because a lot of us we kind of shoot you guys off like, oh, you don't understand. boy, when back in my day, but not really taking in, not listening and saying, okay, let me listen, let me understand where you are, and now let me help you where you are, because sometimes we're stubborn, and we'll go back to a part that a part back where a lot of us have gotten into this garage stage, where now, okay, I got the crib. At this point, for me, I got an 800 plus credit score. I got a couple of cars paid off. You know what I mean? Like I've gotten to this spot, and you're trying to get where I am. So it's like, if you don't listen to me to get to that spot, then you're wrong. Yep. But in reality, that's not. You can't do that. Everybody has a different path. And I can't put you in this box because now I'm such in this garage of, hey, I'm good on this end. Hey,
showing off your trophy.
Right.
Basically.
But it's like, no, if I'm not helping you up, I'm not teaching you, then I'm doing a disservice to not just myself, but everybody that's connected to me.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Sure. So, T.O., what's your answer to this? Well, I need to read it again.
No, you ain't got to read it again.
Okay.
I'm here. So, no, I agree with him. Financially, it's a huge difference, and I feel like a lot of older guys. I ain't gonna say more so your age frame, but I say a little bit older than y'all. Y'all, I say some of them don't see
baby boomers.
The baby boomers.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see how inflation has increased.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
talk about buying houses, but the market is nowhere near the same. You talk about relationships. One relationship, well, we can have a whole segment.
Hey, you already know it. You already know it.
Relationships is nowhere near the same.
Yep.
And one of the main reasons is because of social media.
Yeah,
it's
no
because
doubt.
of how many influences.
I'm gonna say it's the
have.
number one reason.
That's the number one reason. But then again, we can go back to the point where daddy went there, your mama didn't she didn't want him there, or your mama didn't know how to raise the woman right, and grandma raising you. So it's a bunch that just rolls down to that. So financially, what else I said? Relationships. So it's a lot that coming to it. Then again, a lot of y'all talk to us.
Before I forget, these ain't the females that could pay the bills, just stay in the house, raise the kids. No. Nah, they asking for 500 plus first date.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
them.
This a whole different time.
Yeah,
man. Like,
man.
we dealing with the females. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do, and so like it's
He ain't even mind yet, but I got.
If you love somebody, hold them close, cause this other world, man.
Yeah, it's not it. Man. I'm glad.
Shout out to
there you
Shout
go.
Shout out to Chelsea.
Yeah, man. It's a lot, dog.
Yeah.
We don't get talked to by y'all most of the time. We get talked at.
That's good.
You feel me? So it's like,
oh, that's good.
Okay, that's good.
So I get
that's real good.
You got your trophies, right? But you can't say y'all stupid mofos ain't listening. That's why y'all ain't got nothing. Well, dog, I can understand everybody else ain't listening, but she ain't never tried to pull me to the side and be like, hey, T, this is the way.
That's good.
So how can I know anything?
That's good.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things, man. Y'all fell in love with them trophies too much, and don't want to show nobody else how they supposed to get the ring.
I ain't gonna, the crazy. This is good. So
it ain't no more Coach Popovich.
So like it's good.
It ain't no more Coach.
So like it's funny. Let's go back to the garage because I think that's the best. Everything that both of you guys are saying is basically the same thing. It's kind of like on that garage tip because it's literally like what I saw was the baby boomers. We're gonna just go down the generations because we got baby boomers and we got X and then we got millennials. Yeah, y'all right there.
Y'all literally,
literally right there. That's crazy. Y'all literally right there.
I'm the last of the last.
Yeah. So y'all right there. Sorry. So bet let's use those three, right? So the baby boomers they was the ones that was drafted, like went to the war, all stuff like that, whatever. Those are the ones World War II type situations. You know what I'm saying? Like they World War II, World War III, right? Yeah. They was in those. So the only thing that they thought was they really couldn't play, especially us being, African American, like they really couldn't do too much. You know what I'm saying? So that was already tight. Their sources was limited or whatever. So the only thing they could chase was what? The bag.
That's it. But they morals was different though, man.
Exactly, because they lived off of whatever they had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, bet. So going to X, they was raised majority by their grandparents, their grandmothers, older sisters, also like that, whatever. Because when the baby boomers came back, they had a whole bunch of kids on the other side of the country, and other side of the country or other side of the world came here because they mentally was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff came back, whatever. So now the Gen Xers had to be raised by all of that stuff. Then you also got the crack epidemic happening in their generation. Then you had like all of that stuff. So gang banging was super heavy back then. Like all of that stuff was them. Then you got us.
Hold on. When we got the first generation, we're the ones that had the beepers.
Oh yeah, so had the first thing
and grew up in social media.
Yeah, they had
If y'all didn't think about it like that, like
for sure.
social media got hot. What?
Technology.
So right, we grew up in technology as it grow. It literally like I'm talking about
computers.
Computers.
They had the first computers.
Like y'all
They
know
had
about
the phone.
AOL and dial-up, cuz.
Oh wait a minute.
I remember it, but I don't know nothing about it. I say that.
That AOL, the dial-up, you sitting there.
Why I had that little bit of singular? Come on, man.
I had
Fact.
one like this big. My grandma used to put 150 minutes on the remote.
Oh, you got the
That
minutes.
is
You send a text
hilarious.
message that take 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure
Oh,
did.
that's crazy, man. You know what? I was buying Gucci ringtones around that point.
Bro,
Put
fake.
them to the radio.
Wayne.
No, but that's how
See,
I
that's
do my voicemails.
See, that was whatchamacallit. See, that was after
go
though.
ahead, go ahead.
Before was I had the hey, let me turn on 106 apart real quick or whatever, catch this video real quick.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like
Now,
it
that
was
was my
that
kindergarten
radio
first
station,
grade,
like all that stuff. Like that was then.
Right.
But again, let's go back. So now everybody now the millennials, we have more access. So this is where we get they lazy. Oh, they don't have a drive, or they don't have all that stuff because they did pave the way for a lot of things for us to have up until then.
Facts.
But they also didn't have to deal with the social stuff that we had to, for the most part, because they could be in their garages, they could be in a closed box, because the only thing they was focused on is the family and themselves. For the most part, the only time that we wound up comparing each other was either our next door neighbor, to them,
you see
but
on
the
the
next
page.
door neighbor, or if we talking about athletes, like athletics, or if we talking about financially, we all at the most part was really just helping each other out, stuff like that. Where top part there was camaraderie, especially to the point where again gangs was booming at the time. So like they went to go find family, if they didn't have family. So now we grew up in all of that stuff plus social media. So now once we look at it, they're not gonna come out. The majority is not gonna come out and be like, "Come here, let me come get you," young whippersnapper, real quick, or whatever, and tell you the game. You know what I'm saying? Because if they do, they feel like they're weak because they're sharing something that they already have. And I'm not saying that's all of them. I'm just saying the majority, because all the majority had that mindset of, I got to get mine. It's me and mine and me and my families.
Right.
And we're sharing this.
Right.
If I give this out, then everybody's going to eat off of this. And it's not where it's at. Where we, on the other end, we're not trying to be selfish. We want to share everything. But some things don't need to be shared either.
That's a fact.
Dip into that. What can't be shared?
Got 3 minutes. Okay.
Talk
cool.
about it.
Okay.
Talk
Bet, bet,
about
bet.
it.
So like certain stuff inside the house.
Right.
Let's go marriage, right? Some stuff in the house doesn't need to be shared outside of the house.
And I agree.
But then check this out. When you need help, that comes from that. And when you need help, and there's something that's going on inside the house, you go find the people that will hold the information tightly. It will not give that stuff out.
It's a problem though, because how can we figure out who can hold in our like?
That's easy.
How was that?
Exactly what I was saying.
All you have to do is you test the water. You give them something little,
Yup.
like, hey, for an example, hey, me and my wife got into it, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And it may be some real surface. And somehow it get back to you, now you can't trust that person.
Yup.
I ain't gonna lie, this probably wrong, but I tell a lie just see if it get back to me.
So you just baiting. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Just to see.
But
just
you
to see
can,
if
but it's-
trustworthy.
For sure.
If you hold that certain amount of loyalty, like I hold myself to, because you know how we is.
Right.
So yeah, it'd have been a couple of lies to come at me.
Yeah,
And I
nah,
can't do nothing but laugh because it's
yeah, nah, that's real. You know, my first thought process is, are you in church though?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what I'm gonna say, and you know it's we live in. You know, we talk all the time about this stuff for real. You know, we living in a time of day now where we can't even trust the folks inside the church now too.
Oh yeah.
But if God is there for real, somebody in that local church,
That's right.
you can trust.
That's
for
right.
sure. Instead
right.
of being outside of the church. You know what I'm saying? So you test those people. I would say test those people out first
Right.
to see what's up. Especially a godly man and you know, difference of opinions. Y'all don't come for me when I say this, but also a woman as well.
That's right.
Right. For sure.
for sure.
That's
And the
right.
reason and the reason being is because, especially if you're in a marriage,
Come on.
if you don't have the perspective of a woman, how could you fully understand what she's truly going through? You see what I'm saying?
Powerful.
And so you need a sister in Christ to be like, hey, like this is what's going on, and you're not about to go tell. You know what I'm saying? But also with that, caution. I also need to test her out and see what's up, because you low-key could be playing a long game with me too.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And with that being said, we're going to go to part 2.
Oh man. Okay.
So, hey, y'all go. Again, share, like, and subscribe
Share, please
right
do.
now. Because I'm telling you, this
In that
part
order.
2 about to be fire. I'm telling
Yeah.
y'all, this part 2 about to be
that
fire.
order.
Y'all log in for real, all right?
All right.
Till next time,
Next
y'all
time.
go sharpen up.
Please do.